Jesus and the path to enlightenment. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world if he loses his soul? Applying the teaching. Keep your spiritual vision constantly in mind. The scheme of the world has not changed since the time of Jesus. On one side are the claims of material existence, money, status, family, career, and so on. On the other side are the claims of the spiritual life. Jesus made a sharp division between the two. He decried money and possessions. He even discounted work and family as incompatible with being on the spiritual path. The church followed in his footsteps. Even though precious few Christians could literally give up every material tie in order to follow Christ, those who could become the ideal tried. By implication, those who couldn't felt they were falling short of the ideal. I doubt that Jesus meant to be so exclusionary. He said explicitly that he had come for the fallen, the wayward, the lost sheep, the prodigal sons. All were included in his vision of a redeemed humanity. From this, we can see that what matters is adhering to the vision, not whether you have a little or a lot in material terms. Jesus constantly uses the language of commerce to describe spiritual growth, profit and loss, building up treasure, storing up for winter. To me, this implies an acceptance that his listeners were firmly embedded in the material world and needed to be coaxed into a new world using their own language and values. The situation remains the same today, and none of us is exempt. Our attachment to material goods overrides our ability to enter a new world. The solution comes down to having a vision and keeping it before your eyes. The world exerts constant pressure to conform to its values. Spirit exerts no pressure. This isn't a flux. By its very nature, it's gradual, unseen, and effortless. But unlike a child who doesn't have to remind himself to grow, a person on the spiritual path needs to keep reinforcing these new beliefs and values. The process is one of falling off the path and getting back on over and over again. So I don't like this phrase falling off, but it just means when you fall down, you get up. So try this exercise. Sit and reflect upon your vision as it applies at this very moment. Consider what you want to achieve spiritually in the coming months or year. Now write down the most important things. For example, you might include the following: seeing the divine in everyone, feeling communion with your personal and extended family, which is the world, feeling more compassionate, expressing love more freely. You don't need to overdo this list. It's best to pick a few things that are currently in the forefront of your inner life. If you're working on anger, for example, that's more important than something more removed and abstract, such as seeing the divine in everyone. At the same time, don't turn this into a list of spiritual chores. Include a few good things that are already blossoming in your life. So when you are satisfied with your aspirations, put them aside for a while and return to your list of desires periodically, and just keep harnessing awareness, attention, intention. And whenever you're feeling pressured, go back to your list. You belong in the world, but not of it. Okay, embody your vision. My vision right now: see the divine in everyone. Take care, my friends. For now, this is the end of the lessons on the path to enlightenment as we learn from the third Jesus. We may return later.